of NATO's aerial war dogs, long touted as game changers, have bitten the dust. On August 28, 2025, a Polish Air Force F-16 Fighting Falcon crashed during rehearsal for the Radom air show, killing its decorated pilot, Major Maciej Slab Krakowian. The crash comes just as NATO ramps up deliveries of these jets to Ukraine to counter Russia. The F-16, a fourth-generation multi-role fighter, first flew in 1974 and entered service in 1978, a design now nearly 50 years old. Despite decades of upgrades and combat use, Thursday's crash underscores the limits of its aging platform. But it isn't just the old warhorse in trouble. NATO's next-gen flagship, the F-35 Lightning II, has faced repeated embarrassments this year. In June, a British F-35B was stranded in India for over a month after suffering a hydraulic and auxiliary power failure during an emergency landing. The jet sat under armed guard on the tarmac, unable to fly until engineers were flown in from the UK. Weeks later, in Alaska, a US Air Force F-35A went down after a 50-minute in-flight conference call with Lockheed Martin engineers failed to resolve a landing gear malfunction. The pilot ejected moments before the $200 million stealth jet smashed into the ground.
Crew decision-making, including those on the in-flight conference call, all contributed to the crash.
Investigators later revealed that water contamination in the hydraulic fluid froze, tricking the fighter into thinking it was already on the ground. Automation took over, rendering the jet uncontrollable and sealing its fate. The F-35 is a fifth-generation stealth multi-role fighter, first flown in 2006 and introduced in 2015. Despite its cutting-edge technology and a $1 trillion program cost, the jet is plagued by glitches, grounding orders, and high-profile failures like those in India and Alaska. For NATO, the timing could not be worse. The F-16 crash in Poland hits as the West prepares to deliver the jets to Ukraine. Meanwhile, the F-35, aggressively promoted by Trump for exports to NATO allies and beyond, is under fresh scrutiny after a string of malfunctions. So the question is clear. Are NATO's top aerial game changers losing credibility? One, a half-century-old veteran burning out in Poland. The other, a supposed marvel of stealth, grounded in India and falling from the skies in Alaska. NATO's air power supremacy suddenly looks less like an iron fist and more like a fragile gamble.